All right, welcome back.
I love it.
So I got a special guest today. My daughter calls me for everything, and KV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when your daughter calls, you got to answer. So
Of course.
I dreaded the phone call because I thought it was about money.
Really?
Or
Even she looked like, really? Really, Dad?
I figured it was something about money or can I go somewhere, something like that. But I decided to answer the call anyway because that's how I do my kids. I see the call coming through and I go, dog, what do they want? Why can't they just stop trying to find me? That's kind of what I do. And
Okay.
It's not, but my sweet daughter, when Justin calls, definitely don't want to answer the phone. But Jaden calls.
He'll just hit you with this. No.
He did do that.
Yeah.
Today on the show, my daughter, Jaden, is here with her friend Kylie. Kylie was next to Kylie. You look scared today.
It's okay.
Kylie's always been the real talkative one.
She said she got a mic and headphones right now. She got a.
So Jaden tells me about a class right now. What's the class project you were telling me about?
It's my capstone project, but it's based on cyberbullying and cyber crisis.
Capstone. Now, what grade are we in?
8th.
Wow.
Capstone. Now that used to be type of breakfast cereal that I ate. So what is Capstone?
What?
It's like, like cream Capstone cream of wheat or something like that. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe I don't remember. So what is Capstone?
Capstone is like a community.
Just pick it up like this.
Yeah, pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Capstone is a community service that you do. You usually do it in high school when you get to like Central or maybe Parkview. But this year they decided that they wanted to step down from it, which caused a lot of commotion with some of the Central supporters. But
so they took it to a junior high school.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they figured they were like, well, the 8th graders this year can handle it.
So they gave it to you.
She just gave that look like, hi.
So first of all, I guess the big question is, so have you ever experienced bullying?
Yeah.
You have?
Yes.
Tell me about. I gotta hear this.
He did not know
I
that,
didn't know
clearly.
this. Why didn't you call me?
I did.
Oh, okay.
This was in the 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It was actually where I kind of like found my best friend because my best friend was having problems with these like 2 other girls who were really like giving her the work. Like they were just talking about her name. And then I stepped in, tried to help her or whatever, and then got into the situation. And it wasn't something that I really wanted to be in, but I was standing alongside my best friend. So I'm like, okay, I got you. I'm going to be here with you no matter what. Don't let it get you down, because at the end of the day, you still have me beside you. And what are they going to do? If they touch you, then you should call me.
Oh.
See, that's...
So you got her fighting?
We gotta stop. We can't have a fighting. We can't have a fight because actually, Jaden, we have a code.
Okay, good.
That when it's a signal, and when I get the signal, it's on, or as the kids say, it's lit.
I don't think it goes with that.
Okay, that's not what lit is.
That type of no.
Okay, all right, Kylie. Now you haven't had any bullying, have you?
I have.
What?
Really?
Yes.
You too, Kylie? Okay, tell me about it.
It started actually when I was younger for a while, and it was because of me being mixed with black and white. So it never really bothered me, but people would say I would be hanging out with colored friends, and they would say you belong on this side. And
Really?
Yeah.
Like I've never thought.
And you
that.
see how she said that?
Yeah,
so they may, even in her mind, she's like, well, I have colored friends, and I have this color friend, and then I have, but you were kind of in the middle because they make you feel funny about hanging with whoever. Huh?
Really?
Exactly.
Like, is this happen all the time?
Not all the time. I hang with both groups, but there is always that one person in there that would comment something about my skin reflection and my hair and stuff like that. So
how do you deal with it? Because I don't ever remember bullying anybody in school because I was the shortest kid in class, but I don't remember anybody bullying me. But how do you deal with that?
Basically how you deal with it is like you try to keep your cool, because once you lose it, it kind of reflects ruins your reputation, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you handle it the right way, then people will look at you. They'll be like, oh, that's not cool. What you doing? You got people behind your back. Yeah. But if you handle it the wrong way, like going off on everybody, trying to start fights, it's not cool. It make you look bad.
So is it like a protocol to tell the teachers? Do you, because we hear about a bullying a lot, but do you tell the teacher? How does that work?
Well, to me, I don't think teachers actually listen to people that say that
really
they've been bullied.
Wow.
I know because from my own experiences and my friends' experiences, like I would tell my teacher, I've been bullied and tell them what happened. And they would say they would look into it, but never heard a word from it.
Mm-hmm.
From my perspective and being in the LRSD as long as I really haven't noticed, like, once you tell a teacher or tell somebody, the principal would try to do something, they have like a little assembly or whatever about it, but they wouldn't fully establish and control the issue.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It'll still keep going on. And like behind closed doors, through phones and everything, which sometimes through technology you can't really get to the problem fast enough. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I can see that like my principal is trying to do something about it. Like she started following kids on Instagram, but that's not something I kept my profile private. So
do that.
Oh.
Direct it towards your face there.
Not finna really go.
There we go.
Go there,
right.
But for the most part, it's something that LRSD teachers really don't pay attention to. They kind of like, I just get paid to teach. What you get is what you.
Well, that is hard now.
Well, it is, and I'm actually looking at some statistics. It says, like nationally, 280,000 kids are bullied like every month. So to even break that down a little further, basically 1 out of every 4 kids is being, bullied, and then it breaks it down a little more than that. It says every 7 minutes a child is being bullied.
Wow.
So how does that work with the teacher when you're trying to teach and,
Or better yet, what do students suggest? As a student, what do you suggest they should do?
Personally, surround yourself with people who aren't toxic. Like get you a good friend group that y'all have differences and y'all have similarities, and that like bring the potential of you out. You can be your own self around. Y'all all equally make really good grades or whatever. And even if you don't, always try to surround yourself by people who are really good at that, because they can help you and they're willing to help you. Now, if you just like toxic and all of that, they kind of like
shun you. People shun you.
Get away from you.
So okay, so I was with the athletes, so I never knew the other groups. But do they still have the cliques in school now? Like the athletes, the nerds, the popular
the
kids,
gamers,
the They still have those?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mean girls.
Do they have mean girls too?
Not at my school. They don't have no mean girls.
Well, what school do you go to, Ty?
Chelsea Robinson.
That's the prestigious school there, KB.
Oh, really?
Robinson.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just.
we don't have mean girls. We just have girls that try to think they're on top of everybody, but little do they know they just like every other girl.
Yeah, I
average.
Think nowadays we have like girls who think they all that, like the ones that no matter what you say to her, that she gonna be right, she above all people and stuff like that. So
I never was associated with a lot of, but I was always out with the athletes, and most of the time in lunch, I was always shooting ball in the gym anyway, so I didn't.
So you didn't really get to see like the cafeteria action when people are getting their trays knocked down.
I don't remember.
Stuff being poured on them or anything like that. Have y'all witnessed anything like that where people do? So they don't do stuff like just the Disney movies right now. That's what. Oh, okay.
It's just in the Disney movies. But they had that in Disney movies.
At Robinson, there has been incidents at lunchtime with kids bullying other kids, but it's actually more of with the special need kids, which is
really
which is like weird for
Wait, they bully or they are bullied?
They are being bullied.
Really?
Wow.
That's not good.
Robinson tried to make the special need kids, come sit with us so they don't feel like an outsider.
Right.
But people they take advantage of that, and they do it out of proportion, out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, and as one of the popular athletes, we didn't have it then, but I would have. Wherever I sat is where everybody would have.
Right.
Wouldn't have a problem with.
So when you all see things like that, what do other kids do to kind of stop that and protect those that are being bullied?
I actually I had a mentor last year in my choir class. Well, when I had a 7th period, it was a special needs. We had special needs kids in that class, and he was really fun. He liked to have fun, and he could really sing. It was more so if he wouldn't sing the lyrics, he would hum to every song and know it.
Wow.
And then when you ask him to sing, so I'm just like, kids my age or now should like give them a chance. Like once you figure out how their personality works and everything, you will get along with them because they equipped and kind of like
They're actually normal.
Normal people.
Normal
Right.
people.
Or like everybody else. You have similarities. So is that why you think, from some of the things that you all have seen or even with youth and when you hear about, especially on social media, lots of videos and things like that, do you think that is why people bully other people? Just because...
And what do you get out of it?
how do
I'm
you
trying to
get-
figure out what you're getting from bullying. If
Yeah.
you're not getting paid, I mean, what are you getting from bullying?
So, I know from websites that I've read and research that I found on my own was that people bully because of stuff going on with them. So most kids that I know are being abused at home and then taking them out on other kids. And now those kids are being bullied at school, so they take it out on other people. So it's this cycle that keeps going.
Right. Got to stop the cycle. What do you suggest as kids? Because I think if you're in that arena every day, do you do anything to the bully? Do y'all sit with the bully? Do you try to talk to the bully? What do you say to the bully?
To be honest, bullying is something that I just don't do. I've never liked it. I hate it from the start to finish. Bullying is just, it's unacceptable. For me, I go and I confront the person. I'm like, that's not cool. You need to chill out. You need to stop because that's not what you do. If something is going on at home or something is going on, or you trying to like prove yourself to somebody, stop or tell someone. So then you can get out of the situation or you can stop the situation, because latching what's hurting you onto other people will only create more hurt, which will just bring back more hurt around to everybody.
Hurt people. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's the saying. Well, anything else? So about cyberbullying, I think you had to say you were talking about cyberbullying as well. Now, cyberbullying is people reaching out to you through social media, and we've seen the situations where people actually fight.
Yes.
Off of social media biases.
I know when I was my 7th grade year, there was a person that made a fake account and started posting pictures of people of like their regular accounts, regular pictures, and just cussing them out, calling them names. And I was on there, and they didn't really have nothing on me and nothing to say, so they was just, cussing me out or whatever. So for me, I told an adult, I was like, we need this page deleted.
Yeah.
So the page eventually got deleted, but nobody found out who actually said the thing. So it's more of like people bully on social media because it can easily be deleted. So
or that you can do it and nobody knows who you are.
Mhm,
You can,
right.
You said
The anonymous, the anonymity of it.
Nobody knows who you are. Now you were saying that they were taking pictures of like people's couches. Is that what you said?
no, like I have an Instagram and they'll screenshot one of my pictures from Instagram and
I
post it
got
on
you
their
now.
Instagram.
Okay, I had to
Yeah.
make sure I understood. Okay, so basically, they're, as we say, trolling, right? Yeah, okay. So they troll, you look at your pages, but then take something from your page, put it up, and then just start
And
talking
then start
about
talking
you.
about it.
Yeah.
That is,
Wow.
What is the purpose? I'm still trying to figure out the purpose.
It was that because I was kind of, I wouldn't say I'm popular, but I'm cool with everyone. And people, jealousy. It was mostly jealousy.
That's usually what happens.
They see somebody once, or maybe they would even like to even talk to you or be your friend, but they don't know how.
But
So they
I'm
go about
open.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I let people open
So
up to me.
So would it be good for teachers to have pick a few students and make those students like ambassadors, liaisons, and basically say, here's a kid we're getting a lot of problems from. We need your group to talk to that student. Would that be something that's doable at the middle school level?
I
High school?
Sometimes like it's not really like kids. Like you would think, some adults think, oh, from a kid's perspective, kids will listen to other kids. Sometimes it's not even the point of that. It's that they just want to prove themselves, and they're not gonna listen to nobody else. So you just kind of like, if you go and have a kid talk to them, it's just like, But if you have like other people trying to influence them, or have other kids show them that you could be more than this, you can do better, or I was there. To me, from my perspective, seeing a celebrity that came from nothing to go to something, or seeing somebody who's working really hard to become something,
they'll listen to those people?
They will.
Really? Because my experience, when I speak, I stopped speaking in middle schools for a while because the kids don't listen. I mean, I'm there, I'm trying to talk to you, and you're not even listening. High school as well, the elementary school is where you get them. And it's great. I used to go and read to the elementary school kids, and that was the best thing, because once you get to junior high school, they're trying to be funny,
cracking jokes.
And so then now it feels like, I feel like the substitute teacher.
See, what is going around on social media right now is that this is the goofiest generation that like ever has, and I agree so much, because
you think your generation is goofy?
Yes.
Why?
Even when like we would have ceremonies about suicide, all you hear are people cracking jokes, laughing, and it's nothing to laugh about. Right. So even if someone came up and said something about bullying, even if they were listening, they're not listening. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
And I've seen that even on news stories. There are a lot of kids who did commit suicide because of being bullied and all of that. Well, I would like to ask, what is going on with TikTok? I have to ask. Because even my daughter,
social media.
She came and showed me a video, and I don't even know what song it was, and I thought I was pretty cool and knew all the songs that y'all listen to. But there was a video, and she put my daughter's name and all of her friends' names like around it. And as she sings a song and talks about them, she's pointing like to every name. So I was like, what is that? But it affected my daughter, because that young lady, is talking about calling them all types of names. Because whatever song she used, you know what TikTok is, right?
Yeah, I know it's TikTok.
Okay, so whatever song this was, it was a song where it was talking about women or females, if you will, and saying all type of derogatory stuff. But when it was a certain word, she would point. The girl would point. It was just and a lot of the girls were kind of messed up behind that, because they were like, we didn't do anything to her. My daughter's 11. And they're like, well, why is she talking about us? Mommy, why is she calling me a bad name? And why is this? But then you go to the little girl's TikTok. Yeah.
Sweet as all get out.
No, actually not. You would have thought some of the stuff would have been grown people content, even from dances on down. You understand what I'm getting at?
What is up
so
with
it's
that?
like, okay, so basically how I viewed it was, so this is a young lady or a little girl who clearly needs some type of direction.
Mentorship.
And doesn't have it, but that's her way, I guess, of trying to get that attention.
Parents.
But she's walking around pushing people, talking about people, calling you names, and y'all are 10 and 11.
Yeah, your generation, I wouldn't say goofiest, but everything is social media driven.
Yes, yes.
I think my thing goes back to parents, because if you do not have stable parents that will come and
tell you straight up, like, you need to chill out, you need to stop, give you like what is it,
sound advice,
just advice,
guidance,
guidance. All of that.
If you do not have that, then you will never know. If your parents are just constantly trying to pick up and make you happy, giving you everything you want, that is not the way to go. That's being spoiled. If you go, like, some of these kids, they just, like, I've seen a 5-year-old with a phone that's better than mine. And I was just looking, I'm like, that's why she acts that way, because she was acting up, like hitting her parents, cursing at them, and I'm like,
yeah, you know better than trying that with yours, right?
That face?
Dad, I like living.
I'm glad you do.
Dad, I like living.
I'm glad you do.
But what would be some suggestions, though, when you do see your peers that are like that have no guidance, and you realize they don't have that good parenting, or they're at home with their grandparents and grandparents can't handle them, because they're older? What are some things that can take place or even be done, or suggestions, to target those type of kids?
Well, what I know from something that I'm doing now is taking them under your wing. Like, I know I'm not old enough to act like, I'm grown, but I'm mature enough to, teach little kids that from right and wrong. There's this little girl. Her mom is not the best mom. She gets onto her and talks bad to her, and the little girl, she copies what her mom does. So now she's getting onto people, but when she's with me, she's calm. She don't talk back. She don't fight me or nothing. It's like she looks up to me. When she see me doing something good, she'll do something good. So I feel like if more people take younger kids under their wings from bad parents, then the generation would be more acceptable.
Well, now the hard part about that is who's to say whose parents are bad, because we've had conversations where people say don't whipping your kids is bad. You should discipline them different. And I think every individual kid is different. Yeah. Some kids you don't have to discipline like that. Some kids you do have to discipline. Jaden, you don't really have to say a lot. Yeah, give her a couple of looks. And most of the time, she got straightened out. Justin, oh man, you got to threaten him with everything. He's
boys are different than girls.
Like, some kids, at my school, I feel like it's this one girl. She feels so entitled, and I'm just like not like she's in my French class, and me and my other friend who sit with me, we just like chill out because you are not all of that. One, two, you gotta look at it like you didn't get the discipline that we got, but I guarantee you, if we swapped houses, you would be doing some like wall sits, some type of hard punishment. Sometimes it doesn't take spanking or whooping your kids. Sometimes you could do like wall sits, or like, oh, you got dishes for a week, whether you like it or not, or you not going out.
You don't like the dishes?
No.
You don't like the dishes?
I would do anything.
She kind of stressed that. You heard that, didn't you?
I would do anything for my parents, but dishes it's just so complicated when you got like oily dishes, and you got to get the oil off of them.
Right, yeah. I didn't know it was complicated. I thought you put your little detergent, little dishwashing liquid in there. It cures everything, right?
Do you also? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Kylie, you don't like washing dishes either. You got the.
No, I don't wash dishes. But
you don't wash dishes?
I don't wash dishes.
I mean,
you
I
don't
do
have
sometimes to clean my bathroom in my room. But
that's every day.
Oh,
well, I clean. I mean, I do the dishes when my parents are out of town. I feel like being nice. So
nice. Like being nice.
Okay. Do the same sometimes, because like for me, like I will do the dishes. I don't have a problem doing the dishes, but if you go and tell me something I'm about to do, it just makes a kid not want to do it even more.
I've heard that from mine.
Let me say this.
So you didn't see me about to do it? I was about to. Now, excuse me?
You get that too?
What's the? What is that?
Do you know why you kids have chores? Do you know why parents give you chores?
To prepare you for like life when you're alone. Like when you don't have your parents.
Kinda.
I don't know why.
But because you need responsibility. And if you're responsible, like for instance, this $1,100 phone you have, Jaden. I mean, if you want the responsibility, mine ain't even.
I don't even think mine was
exactly.
I got mine for Christmas, and especially because I've been doing hard work with my sports and my grades. I earned it.
She's earned it. But here's the thing, though, and you have to have that responsibility. So if you can wash the dishes when it's your time, without people having to tell you, if you can keep your room clean, if you then I know you can handle the responsibility of a phone, not necessarily an $1,100 phone.
Wow, nice.
But a phone, So that's why you have chores. Your parents give you chores. your brother used to say it's because we wanted personal slaves.
Wow.
We didn't have children.
I felt that.
We didn't have children to have personal slaves.
Well, sometimes it's just a little bit, because you see me walk in the kitchen and you see me walk in the kitchen and walk back and then ask for some water after you see me walk in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or see me or see the remote right here and ask me from my room to come and get the remote that's right here.
Yeah,
that's what I don't.
You know what that's
You're
from?
gonna do it. Yeah.
You know what that's from?
Yeah.
That's from. Yeah, can I get such?
Oh,
no.
right.
No. Can you send me some? No. That's what that's from. So since I got to do that, you know, hey, honey, give me the remote over there. We used to do that a lot too. Hey, move, come here.
Can you do that? Can you make
you
that
do me a
right there?
favor? What?
Right there.
Hand me the remote right
Right
there.
there.
And the Halloween candy, please.
That right
Please.
Yeah.
Let your kids enjoy Halloween.
What do you mean?
Dad, you know
Halloween?
what I mean.
What do you
Are
don't
you being
enjoy
bullied
Halloween?
with Halloween candy? Are you being bullied out of your Halloween candy?
It's flies in the Halloween candy. Oh, it's something in your
But
drink.
I
I just
feel
want to
like
make sure.
You tell them it's stuff in their candy so you can have it and take it.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've done that. I haven't done
I
that.
wanted to test it out. That's what I used to do.
Oh, no, I would say that. Let me test and make sure it's good.
Huh?
Ooh.
What's something embarrassing?
We have totally taken a turn
Is
here.
that embarrassing? Is something embarrassing? Have I been embarrassing?
Yes.
Yes.
Something
Ooh,
embarrassing-
even
embarrassing about
Dad.
spoke up. She said yes.
What do I do? What have I done? Besides took y'all bowling
I
and
was gonna
beat
say
y'all.
bowling.
Bowling the bowling night.
What do you bowl? What do you bowl?
He bowled a strike and then he got down on the floor and started breakdancing. Me and Kylie were just like,
We was like, we don't know
I
him.
will do that.
We ain't
I
seen
will
him.
Do that.
I'll bowl and I'll break down.
Oh, my
Hey.
goodness. No.
Well, I let the kids know before I take. Look, I love y'all, but I'm gonna beat you down. You know, it's
you
gonna happen.
cheated.
Oh, he cheats too?
He cheated.
He did.
I don't remember that. Okay, so we talked about cyberbullying and bullying. Let's get off Dad for a second. So is there anything else? Now, what is this for capstone, right? So what is there anything else we need to do for class?
I mean, not necessarily. It's my website. Oh, my website. It just basically states up how to get yourself out of certain situations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was gonna say, I pulled up your website. If you
That's the website?
This is the starting of the website.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna have like this is my starting of the website. It's gonna have like how you can email me, how you can DM me through Instagram, Facebook, even though I don't get on it at all. And it's gonna have like questions and comments and stuff like that. It's good. This is gonna be where like how to get out of Instagram hacking and social media hacking. And then the other one is going to be like how to get yourself out of bully situations, how to recover from them.
Wow.
So let me ask you this: with this topic of bullying and cyberbullying, now is this something that you came up with, or was it like assigned, or how did this even come about? I guess in the capstone class period.
It was at first they gave us like options to do it off of, unless you came up with another one. So like another group, well, this one group came up with like water filters and how they're gonna build it to like purify water for like kids who don't get clean water.
Mm-hmm. Like up in Flint, things like that, right?
So I was thinking, and I was like, what is something that I can do that is close to me? So I was like, oh, cyberbullying, especially this generation,
Right.
and how they like to be on social media a lot. So I was like, I could interpret that into my capstone project. So that's how it came to be.
Wow.
Nice.
See, it's smart.
Nice.
You smart like your dad.
I get the best of both of my parents.
He always says that.
Just have to mess above my parents.
Sorry to say.
So when with your website, is this something that even after this class, are you going to continue, with that and leave it up, or?
It is something I want to leave up because I want kids to know that, you don't always have to keep everything bottled up, because a lot of teenagers and young adults feel like some things they just have to keep bottled up. But really, once you tell somebody and free your chest and express everything, it gives you time to be happy and recover and let everything go.
Right. Wow, that's
Nice.
unbelievable.
Very
So
well spoken.
smart athletes.
Yes.
I like that.
Nice.
I like that. Well, guys, thanks for coming on today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It took a lot to come on here
It
and
did.
talk about. Now, if you guys want to take a couple of seconds to talk about how cool I am, or
I'm
Yeah, I'm
good.
fine.
I would say
You
cut
good?
the tape. Cut the tape. They're like, no, we're good.
So are y'all gonna use this footage for your class?
I'm gonna
that's
use
gonna be
it.
so cool.
It's gonna be in my end presentation for like the end of the year, because we have like a video that's due this month that I already got turned in.
yeah.
And then it's one that we have for like this final big presentation, and that we're gonna present in front of our whole grade, and then the teachers and some people who are gonna judge it. So it's gonna be used in my official.
Wow.
Well, you ought to do pretty good. See, unlike
right.
a lot of parents, I help my
Have that
kids.
avenue.
I help with
By
homework.
himself.
I help with homework.
Surprisingly, you
He,
help
he
Frank
always
like
works that back
that.
around, don't he? He talk about himself. Yes, we know. We know.
Of course, that's right. Well, I hope you do good. I hope you guys do good. We'll of course keep up with you, and I'm not gonna let everybody know, but we will keep monitoring of the website and monitor you guys' careers, which I think are headed into positive directions.
Good.
You guys do good. I'm proud of you, both of you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey, well, thanks for coming to watching the show this week. We'll see you back next week.